Hey, everybody. It's Danielle Serena. Today is January 7th, 2016. And it's crazy because I almost said 15. And then when it was 15, going into 16, I'm almost saying 17. But anyways, today is January 7th, 2016. Today is Thursday. And Thursday, keeping it real Thursdays. And I swear, I just thought of it, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, as real, as transparent as I can possibly be. Today I was able to get in the house because I got out early enough, and what I'm finding, that the earlier that I'm getting out, even if the earlier part isn't working out, like say for instance, getting up, I got out the bed a little later than usual. And instead of me being upset and rushing and running, because I said, you know what, I'm not rushing, I'm not running, because all it does is frustrate me. It frustrates me. It frustrates me to have to rush and get things done. It does frustrate me when I could have been up earlier if I wouldn't have been up all night long. So like I said, I'm going to keep it as real as possible. What I realized is we all have what we need. You have what you need. And if you feel like you don't have it, the question should be, what is it that I do have that can still make an impact on tomorrow? Now, I had enough time to go in the house, y'all, to get my gloves, because again, I started out a little bit late, but I didn't let that get to me. And I still ended up doing what I had to do and having enough time to go back in the house. So it sounds crazy, I know, and it may not be making sense. But what I did realize, what I did different was, instead of running around the house all extra frantic, I said, you know what, Danielle, you got this. You got time. You got time. You got time to get Seth off to school. He gonna be on time. You got time to make him Infinity's breakfast. You have time to do all these things. You have time for everyone to still eat. And sorry about that. And for your day to function better. You have time for it. Now, I was able to go back in the house when I made it because I still had time, and look for my gloves because I couldn't find my gloves, y'all. When I say you work with what you have everything that you need, and there's no need to complain. There's no need to complain about it. You just do something about it. And I'm looking for the gloves, and I'm like, look, I gotta go, because I'm not about to look for the gloves and then end up being late. I grabbed a sock, y'all. Look. And these are one of my warm socks. And a hole just so I'll be able to press on the phone, that thumb that's always freezing in the morning when I have my gloves on. The other hand, I took a hat just because I knew I was going to get out here. And even if I didn't find any gloves, all I was going to do was wrap my hand up in a scarf. We have everything that we need to make it happen. The thing is, how are you going to look at it? How do you look at it? I have people that tell me, like I promise y'all, every day someone talks to me about being afraid to jump and leap at their dreams. Being afraid of not being good enough. Being afraid that people are going to laugh at them. Being afraid that no one is going to understand. And I say this, and I say it with the conviction of knowing that people will not always see what you see. They just won't. They just won't. What you can focus on is making sure your words equal up to your actions, no matter what it is, even when it hurts. If you're speaking words, your actions better live up to them. Because if they don't, there's going to be an imbalance of conscious and subconscious. And I can go deeper into that another time, but your words got to equal up to your actions. Do what you say you're going to do. If you're not going to do it, stop saying you're going to do stuff. And this is coming from experience. This is coming from experience. Do what you say you're going to do. And if you're not going to do it and you're finding a problem with every time you say that you're going to do something, things coming up, you either stop saying you're going to do it or make it happen no matter what. Check out that sky. I know I'm just talking, but look how beautiful the sky is. Another day, another another opportunity. I'll say it. Blessed day, blessed morning. Just blessed. I feel so blessed. And another thing that I realize, the more that I do, the more that I'm into my purpose, the more that I decide to walk with it. Even when there's tears that have to be shedded, it still feels so good and so rewarding. So good and so rewarding. It feels so good to be able to inspire someone else that didn't think that they can quit their job and make a living at home by being able to discipline themselves and know that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You have to accept you for the way that you are here and now as you're watching this. Accept who you are, accept how you are. And then you tackle at the root what it is that you're trying to focus on. So yesterday I watched a webinar with Dana Garrison, and that's Dana, D-A-N-A, Garrison, G-A-R-R-I-S-O-N. And she's on Periscope, which I'm loving Periscope. I just got back into scoping. And it's danagarrison.com. And it was on entanglement, and, oh goodness, y'all have to excuse me. It was on entanglements. Basically, I'll say it was on this. Understanding that there's things that happen in your childhood that mess with the subconscious mind. And not just childhood, there's things that happen that impact you from family members that you may not even know, like ancestors that you may not even know that may have had issues with depression, issues with money, issues with weight, issue with being seen, issues with wanting to be seen, and sometimes getting the people's names. And some of you may think it's crazy and wild. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep it real. The things what I'm into and the things that keep my mind going and growing. I don't agree always with everything I see and I read, but I'm able to get pieces from it because I'm finding that I'm able to relate to more people and I'm stretching myself and growing. But not realizing that you may have had a great grandfather that had some issues with depression or with money, or an aunt that had issues with weight, and you may have never met her. And again, subconsciously and through DNA and through genes, things are transferred. I solely believe that things are transferred, but what I do understand is when you learn to accept those things and realize that they're not your fault, there's nothing that you did to make it continuously happen, that you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it, but you do need to seek counsel. You need to seek out people that may specialize in dealing with issues like that. I am so into mind control, mindset, the psychology of things. This is why I love meditation. Meditation gives me a freeing time to declutter my brain because there's so much that I talk to, so much that I do in a day, but these are things that I'm choosing to do. And understanding that balance isn't always the same for everyone. It's not the same. My balance and your balance may be two different things. And I'm about done with the walk, and then, man, my husband gonna go for a walk inside. But I just wanted to get out here and tell you, you all, look at this. You got everything you need. My hand is so warm right now. My hand is actually warmer than what it was and what it usually is with a glove on. My hand is warm. You have everything you need inside of you. If you feel like you can't make it to the gym, this is what I tell a few of my customers. If you feel like you can't make it to the gym, girl, you're at home, you're brushing your teeth, get some squats on, get some leg lifts on, get some, I don't know, just whatever you do on one side, do on the other side. If you have an issue with eating certain foods that aren't good for you, stop buying those foods. If you don't buy them, you won't eat them. And load up on more things that have less calories. If you have issues with spending money all the time, look at what you're doing. Actually, look at the root of it. Are you carrying the money on you? Are you carrying credit cards on you? Do you keep the checkbook? What ways are you spending them? And why aren't you able to control it? You have to ask yourself questions. And sometimes you have to ask yourself a question and just leave it as it is and know that the answer will prepare. It's called faith. Again, I didn't know what I was going to come in here and talk on. And some of you are thinking, damn, 11 minutes of just blah, 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 blah. It's out. I just felt like I was going to keep it real Thursdays. And every day I'm keeping it real. But I'm just saying with just the things that are coming to my mind and my head and things that I deal with, things that I see and things that I'm beginning to understand. I feel grateful, y'all. And I honestly believe y'all got to get grateful. You got to get to a point of being grateful for who you are, being grateful for how you are, and knowing that situations are always able to change. You can always change your situation. You do not have to stay in the same situation, but you do have to work on making it better. So I'll leave you all with that. Be blessed, stay blessed. Choose greatness today because the choice is yours. And ask yourself, what is it that I can do to gain and make an impact on today that can set me up for tomorrow if I'm blessed to see. All right, I'll see you. God bless you all.